My name is Nicole Morales. I'm a third year at UCLA studying anthropology with a minor in global health. Um, my post grad plans are to hopefully get a master's in something. Maybe public health, maybe business administration. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But yeah. When I decided to come to UCLA, I knew I wanted to live on campus. I don't want to live at home. I wanted the full college experience. I knew it was going to be expensive. Didn't know how expensive until I realized I had to take out like two loans and, deal with whatever school was going to give me. And then I had like a job on the side. It was interesting. But I did come in with a roommate already. We had been friends since middle school. She reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to, room with her. And I said yes because I didn't want to come in not knowing anybody. But I also did a summer program, so I encourage anybody who's coming in to do summer programs. It'll really help you get out of your shell and make friends, and probably room with them too in the future if it works out for you. Living on campus was interesting. It was nice because I was, so close to it, and I had the closest building, so I could wake up like 15 minutes before class, and I would show up on time. Um, Especially when you have an 8 a.m. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Um, but yeah, it wasn't that bad. What did suck though is that I had the 11 plan, which is the cheapest plan, because that's all I could afford. Which means you only get 11 meals um, a week, so 7 days, and that's not enough, unless you're going home. And I was not going home, so that was interesting. Um, but yeah, I mean, campus isn't that bad. It's lively in the sense that there's everybody you go to school with is here, and your friends are here too. Even though living on campus wasn't that bad, doesn't mean it was all good. You do have to share restrooms and showers with everybody on your floor, which is, I don't even remember how many people, but it's a lot of people. There was at least like 20 rooms on our side, so that's like another 20 on the other side. You had like 40 rooms with like 2 to 3 people per room, and it's like a lot. And people are gross. People leave hair in the showers, people leave mocos in the showers. Some people in the boys' restroom were taking dumps in the showers and they were shut down. Um, People would like leave the toilet stalls full of blood. Like, it's not pretty. You're sharing the restroom with all these people. So that was definitely a downside to it. But you're poor and that's all you can afford. So suck it up. In terms of living with another person or a couple other people, I was used to it already. I had shared a room with my sister previously, as well as the two other sisters we adopted. Um, so I was used to it. I also didn't find it troubling, I guess. Um, but when I did go home, it was different because they're younger, and when you're in college, these people are your age. So there's a bit of a different understanding as to like um, how relatable certain topics are. But I guess that's just more of a personal thing. It would really just depend on you. Being born and raised in LA and being an Angelino, um, I don't know. I guess there is an advantage. You know the city better. You know how to get around in public transportation. That's for sure. I mean, I knew how to get to the beach without having to order like a $15 Uber. I knew how to get back and forth. Okay. Um, yeah. In that sense, I was saving money. I knew more, but yeah, I guess even for the campus, like you grow up being like I was brought to UCLA a lot when I was in elementary school or middle school, as a field trip. So I kind of already knew where a lot of places were, and yeah, it's just you have just a different or better understanding of the place in which you're now trying to build your life. You know. However, though I was born and raised here, I still wouldn't commute during the school year. No. I think I personally don't think I would have thrived um, it would have really hurt my chances because I would have just gotten lazy and been like, I woke up late, I'm not coming to class, and miss a whole day of school, which is bad. Don't do that. Um, yeah, I think for me personally, even though I know how to get around and I know I live here and I would be saving more money, I knew that it was an investment in my future and myself to live out here. And not everybody, has the money for that. And that's understandable. And, being first gen, you have to make sacrifices sometimes for yourself and for your future. Even though in the moment it may really hurt, taking out money. But as I said, I saw it as an investment and I think it worked for me so far. During the summer, I did take classes, which I would just commute from home because it's not, I mean, it's like about 30 minutes, 40 minutes without traffic, probably an hour to like an hour and a half with traffic. So I would just take the bus, take the two to school over the summer. It was different because I was used to already being on my own. There's a certain independence and freedom that you gain when you're living on campus or in, Westwood or whatever your city of school choice may be. Um, it was really different. It was took a time, like it took a while to adjust, and I think most people who live off campus and then go back home, for like a period of time or after they graduate, they can relate to that. I think our high school did prepare us for certain things, um, like the reality of some things, like racially or economic statuses and stuff. Our school was very aware of that. Um, Also, shout out to Miss Mejia for teaching us how to handle credit. It's a really big thing that you should know about, and I knew about that already. Um, and debt too. She went over that in like loans, so shout out to her because she really helped us, and a couple other teachers too. But there are like in terms of academics, hell no. We had like three AP classes. That's not enough to compete with some of these people who have like IB and APs. Five every year, whatever. Even in sciences, like I was not prepared for that, and I drowned.